His third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
It is good.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. Rough so far for him. That's the only way to describe it. He's thrown more completions to the other team than he has to his. 3 INTs thus far.
Love the description. Rough, rocky, shaky, all of those things. But this is where you find out about a quarterback, isn't it? This is where you find out about your team leader. Can he handle?
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
They'll take over.
And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look...
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Julio Jones. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And this offense continues to pour it on. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And now here is another interception. The All-Pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go. 45, 45, 45.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. Taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
They'll take over.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown.
Julio Jones. 50 yards. And this offense is running away with this one.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed, and how that has to happen is somehow...
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick six there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, it's going to be a test of... Pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
at their own 29-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Crosby with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Julio Jones, 41 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record, 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit. But that.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Nothing's ever simple about scoring on defense, but everything came together on that play. A terrific read, an interception, and they took it to the house.
And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
Take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And down to the 20. A big play there for New England. 48 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And Brown's got it for a Patriots touchdown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Pats able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life. It's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line.
First and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Looking deep for Julio. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Now Favre. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 64 yards. And the Falcons add on.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive. And there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Cobb. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
First and 10.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Favre. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Julio Jones. 35 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the route is on here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Falcons continue to pour it on.
For the extra point.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first two quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. If it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Deion Jones in there to get him, and with it, time will expire here in this first half of play. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Brandon, so many defenders are former offensive players in a past life. You know how much fun they have when they pick off a pass and get a chance to relive their offensive days. Take it from defense to offense. They love waltzing into the end zone doing exactly that.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. Fighting through. And a good effort. On the return there, gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
New England trying to get to place on offense, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown.
Julio Jones. 55 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Mason Crosby.
I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Cobb. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Patriots ready to try again on offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
I know everybody comes to see the offense score, but what's wrong with the defense scoring? How about that interception and run back for a touchdown? The tough part, though, for a quarterback, can he get that out of his mind because he has to go right back out on the field and start over?
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being...
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And a touchdown there to help them expand the lead.
All you're looking for is as much separation between you and the other team as possible. They've got to feel good about what that touchdown gives them.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here comes Cobb. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Patriots ready to get the football back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
By the Falcons.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Julio Jones, 34 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown.
His kick is
Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom. touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you're talking about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Just like that. 45, 45. Mike, 45. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Take over first.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, Favre. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. Throwing is Favre. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are...
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Julio Jones.
Julio Jones. 35 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown.
The kick is good.
The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
They'll take over.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes in.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Intercepted by the Falcons.
And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right, but in this case, 5. That sets a brand new NFL record.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking for the end zone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Quandre Diggs. That's what I'm The third down pass.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp?
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
41-yard line.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Julio Jones.
Julio Jones finding the end zone yet again. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown.
Kick is good.
Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown.
Julio Jones. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown.
Set to kickoff.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They run to the 4th U back. It's Austin Eckler. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Let's go, D. 45, 45. Mike, 45.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check 45.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
George, the ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a gain of 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 14. A gain of 13, it's a first down. They'll run on first down. It's George. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another first down.
At the 4-yard line.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on